Hey guys, Pokemon Collectables here with another Pokemon Top 10. This is one that I've wanted to do for a very long time now. Absolutely love Eeveelutions, both ones made by the Pokemon Company as well as fan-made ones. There's just something about them that have always captured my imagination. I just really love Eeveelutions. If I'm missing any in this list that you guys know of, feel free to let me know in the comments section below. Number 10, Normal Type Eeveelution. Not really too much to say about this one, since Eevee himself is a normal type. So yeah, not really too sure why they made an Eeveelution that is also the same type as Eevee. But I put this on the list because I did find a really cool artwork that I think looks a little bit better than the actual Eevee. I think if they made this one the regular Eevee, it would look really cool. But as far as making an Eeveelution of the same type as Eevee, I'm not really too sure about that. It just seems a little redundant, especially since the new Eeveelution looks almost exactly like the old one. But yeah, I'm not gonna knock the artwork, just maybe the concept. Number 9, Rock Type Eeveelution. I found two artworks that I think are really cool. One even comes with a sprite. The first one I like a lot. It's a very simple design, but it's very smooth. At the same time, it's not overly blocky like I've seen some artworks with Onyx. So I like it a lot. It kind of carries the same form as Eeveelutions have in the past. It doesn't look really out of place. Even the ears on it look just like Eevee's. The eyes look a lot like Vaporeon's as far as their shape. And I think it's a very cool artwork and how it's pulled together and made to look like it just fits in with the rest of it. This second drawing is the one that comes with the little sprite up next to it. I think it's a really cool design. I like the little necklace that it has on. I know a lot of people go for that when they do either possible Eeveelutions or some of the megas. They put just a ring of fire or a ring of water or something or smoke around the Eevees, and I think it gives them a little something special. This design I think is really cool because you can just look at it and tell, oh, that's a rock type. You don't have to really search for it. You don't have to wonder which type it is because it's very plain in the artwork as well as the color of it. I also like the little bracelets that it has around each foot. I think that gives it a little bit more of a rock type feel. So overall, I really like both of these rock types. Number 8, Steel Type Eeveelution. This is one of the coolest drawings I've ever seen. I actually found 3 steel types for this list, but this first one that I'm showing, it even comes with a sprite, and just like the last one, but there's something about this one that just screams steel type. That's one of the reasons why I like it. It's not too out of place though, like it's not too over the top. It's very simple, but very complex in its simplicity, if that makes any sense. I really love the colors on it. I wouldn't change anything about this Eeveelution actually, down to the eyes that are like a steel gray and the body that's slightly blue, but it's mostly a dark gray and a light gray combined. I just can't say enough about this drawing and this concept. It's just a really beautiful Eeveelution. Okay, this is the second steel type Eeveelution that I found. This one seems to have a lot of blades on it. It's still a really cool color. It seems like a lot of people go with light gray and dark gray mixtures for the steel type Eeveelution, which I don't really blame them. It worked really well for Steelix, so why not a steel type Eeveelution? But this one, I just decided to put it in there because it's very well drawn. I'm not too sure if I like the concept though. It just looks really, really deadly for a Pokemon. So I mean, I know there's a lot of really scary Pokemon out there. There's a lot of ones that like they can just kill you in 3 seconds. But this one, I don't know. It's just, it kind of has a mixture of innocence with the Eevee-ish eyes combined with the fact that it looks like it could literally slice your head off in 3 different ways. From a drawing perspective, it's a really cool drawing, but from an Eeveelution perspective, I think we can do better, you know? Now this last one I decided to put in the video mainly because number 1, it's a really awesome drawing. Number 2, it almost looks like a steel dragon kind of Pokemon. Almost, just from a body type perspective. But this one, I think it diverges a little too much from the overall Eeveelution design. I know a lot of people have probably noticed the fact that most Eevees, even though they look different, they have different designs, they all carry the same characteristics characteristics of the original Eevee, be it their eyes, their paws, their body structure. Usually there's a few out there that have slightly different body structures, but you can usually look at an Eeveelution and tell that it's an Eeveelution. With this one, you can't really tell that they were going for that. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad design. As a matter of fact, this will make a very cool Pokemon just by itself, but as far as making it an Eeveelution, I'm not really so sure. Again, it's a really amazing drawing. Whoever drew this did a really good job on it, probably spent several hours getting it just right. Number 7, Ground Type Eeveelution. I only found one really good picture of this one, but to me, if there are any Naruto fans out there, maybe you think the same thing as me, but the two little marks on his face remind me of Naruto. Maybe that's just me. Leave in the comments if you thought of the same thing when you first saw this one. Other than that, this is a really cool design for an Eeveelution. Number 1, it's drawn really well. Number 2, it's another one I found that has a sprite that comes with it. And number 3, I love Eeveelutions so much. If this video hasn't already proved that, this is a really cool design for an Eeveelution, and I really hope that videos like mine and other videos will make the company put out more Eeveelutions, because that would make all of us in the Eeveelution community very, very happy. Number 6, Bug Type Eeveelution. This first one, I think they were trying to go for maybe a grasshopper-ish. That's kind of what it reminds me of, but then again, it sort of also looks like a beetle. But either way, no matter what they were trying to go for, no matter what bug they were trying to copy here, it's still a really cool bug Eeveelution. The first thing I was thinking of when I first saw this drawing, though, is I wonder how big it would be. You know, like, would it be the same size as the other Eeveelutions? Would it end up looking sort of like a Caterpie? Would it be that small? Or would it be somewhere in the middle? I don't really know, because I don't have a comparison with this Eeveelution. I don't have another Eeveelution standing beside it, so I can't really tell. Either way, no matter which size they made it, whether they made it really small or a little bit bigger, I think it'd be still a really cool design. From the little wings they give it that remind me of Scyther, to the cute little bug legs it has and the extra eyes that they gave it, but they still kept the Eevee-ish eyes, which I really like a lot. I'm really happy that they stuck with that for this design. Overall, a really beautiful drawing, and I really love it as a concept for an Eeveelution. This drawing, I think, went a little more Eevee type than bug type, but there is a lot of bug influence in it. For instance, they not only gave him wings, but he has like a butterfly marking on his tail, or a butterfly symbol on his tail, whatever you want to call that. I really like the colors. They all match really well. It still has the same shape of the Eevee eyes that I love so much. It also has the same sort of ear shape, so this one is a lot closer to looking like an Eeveelution than the other one was, but they're still both really good drawings and really good concepts. Don't know really which one I like better. I like some things from this one, and I like other things from the other drawing, so I guess it's kind of like a tie, but I really like both of them, though. I really think both of them deserve a chance to become a real Eeveelution. Number 5, Fighting Type Eeveelution. To me, this first one here is my favorite for a few reasons. Number 1, it looks like it really embodies the fighting type. I've seen a few other Pokemon that have these sort of features to it, like the arms and legs being wrapped, and I really like this concept because it's short and stocky, kind of like a fighting type, but yet it doesn't look too big and bulky. It looks like it could still win a fight pretty easily. I also like the colors of it. It's kind of a steely blue, which blue is my favorite color, so I may be a little bit biased as to this one being my favorite. Beautiful artwork though, and really amazing concept. I would really love to see this one be a real Eeveelution. This second drawing is really cool. I especially like the helmet they put on it. It looks to me, I might be wrong here, but it reminds me of MMA fighters. I don't know if their helmets look exactly like that, but I remember seeing a few that their helmets look very similar. This one also has a little wrappings on its feet, which is very cool. It shows that it's a fighting type, as well as the fact that it looks battle ready. You know, it looks like it's ready to jump into a fight and defend its honor. I really love the color scheme as well. A lot of these Eeveelutions have really cool colors that just go really well together, black and red being one of those. So yeah, overall I just really like this Eeveelution. It's probably my second favorite fighting one that I've seen. This third fighting type, I couldn't really find a bigger picture of this drawing. Maybe there's one out there if you guys want to take a look. As far as the colors, I don't know if that really works very well. It's a very vibrant color, which, I mean, I kind of like it. I just don't know if it goes with fighting types, because ones that I've seen in the past have either been brown, blue, or red, which I think really go well with it. If you change the color to this one to either blue or red, I'd probably like it a lot more. I also like that there are multiple drawings of this Pokemon, so that's really cool. It also introduces a new concept to an Eeveelution, which is standing on its hind legs, which before you hadn't seen Eeveelutions do, but I think it's a really cool concept. You know, it's different, it's introducing something new that I never thought I'd see in an Eeveelution, and it's just overall a really nice drawing, a really beautiful drawing. Number 4, Ghost Type Eeveelutions. This first one here is really cool. I like so many things about it, from the smoky feel to some of its fur to the little tags that are all over it that are probably like spell tags. I don't remember the name of them, but it has a little lamp that's hanging from its tail that looks really spooky. Not to mention the fact that its eyes are gorgeous. I just love what they did with the eyes. They really gave it a ghost type feel. I'm not really sure what the bandage around its middle is for, because I haven't really read a description of why they put all this stuff on this particular Pokemon, but overall it's a really cool as a ghost type, and I would definitely welcome this one into the Eeveelution family if they decided to make it an actual Eeveelution. This is another drawing to come with the sprite. I'm not really sure if I would like it as a ghost type, since it's technically, I guess, a mummy. Ghost type are typically Pokemon that have passed, I guess. I guess that's really the concept behind ghost type Pokemon. Whereas mummies, I guess they've passed too, but I don't know. Mummies to me seem more undead than dead. I don't know. I know that's a really lame argument for this one. I really love the concept. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful drawing, and I can't draw this well, so I won't down the drawing. It's just, I'm not too sure if I would want this to be a ghost type. Maybe if you changed it a little bit, maybe gave it more of a ghost feel, that I would like it a little bit better, but I don't know. I guess that point can be argued that maybe a ghost inhabited a mummy, and that's why this Pokemon came to be. Either way, it's still a really cool drawing, and still a really cool evolution concept. Okay, to me, this is the cutest Pokemon that I've seen in a very long time. It has such a ghost feel to it because of the blue everywhere, but it also has kind of like an emo feel to it. I also like that they kind of kept with the same color scheme as previous ghost types. It's kind of purplish with white in there. I really like this one. I don't know why. I mean, it's a really cool concept, and I really like it. It's just I can't figure out why I like it, if that makes sense. It's a really cool drawing too. Like I said, I'm not an artist myself, so I've envisioned Eeveelutions before that I thought would be really cool, but I could never be able to draw them out. So the fact that some people can draw that well is really cool. Number 3, Poison Type Eeveelution. This one I like a lot. I think it's really cool that they went with the very Eevee-ish theme. Again, like the rest, you can really tell when something is an Eeveelution because it has that Eevee feel to it. You can see that with this one, with his ears, its eyes, and its body shape. It's just a really cool concept. You know, the colors, they went with the very light purple with this one, and again, they gave it sort of like a necklace or a neck ornament, whatever you want to call that. This was just a really cool concept. They didn't go really grungy like some poison types are that I've seen in the past, but at the same time, they gave it a really Eevee feel, and I just really like this drawing. I can't say enough good things about it, especially the color scheme. The colors are really, really beautiful with it. Okay, the second one here is probably my favorite. I think the same artist has done the ones with the sprite. I really love the red eyes of this one. I really love the fact that this one is purple and white, just like the other poison types I've seen, as well as other ghost types I've seen in the past. I just really like this one. Again, with the gas sort of thing around the neck, it makes it look just a little bit better. Like if it didn't have that, it wouldn't look as cool, but just that little extra touch is what really brings it together. I also like the little purple marks on his back and his tail. You can see that in the sprite as well. It's just a really cool concept and a really, really beautiful artwork. I would love to see this one be part of the Eeveelution family. This would be my vote for the poison type that would be chosen. And last but not least, we have this little beauty. This one also seems to sort of go with the pattern of being kind of Eevee-ish. The ears could be a little bit shorter and a little wider to look more like the Eeveelutions that we've seen in the past, but at the same time, it's still a really cool concept. Number 2, Flying Type Eeveelution. To me, it looks like Altari, but Eevee form. And I say that in the nicest way possible. It looks so fluffy. It looks like you could hug it and it would be like hugging a giant cotton ball. I really love this concept for a flying type Pokemon, or flying type Eeveelution rather. I just really like this one so much, from the artwork to the ears that remind me of Jolteon to the color scheme that looks like it would blend in with the day's sky. It's just a really beautiful drawing, a really beautiful concept, and I hope to see this one made into an actual Eeveelution. With the second flying type, I think I like the color a little bit better. To me, it's a little bit richer blue. Again, it has the same Eevee ears and eyes. I know I point that out a lot. I point it out to show which ones have it and which ones don't. This one definitely got the concept of the face, the eyes, the cute little nose, and definitely the ears. I really like the clouds that this one has around its paws, just like on the other one. This one's a little bit more minimal than the other one is. I don't know which one I like better, but either way, it's a really, really amazing drawing and really amazing concept for an Eeveelution. And number 1, Dragon type. I love the Dragon type Eevee that I've seen. It's just they look really, really awesome. Especially this first concept here. It also comes with a little sprite that I really love. I love the color scheme, but with this one, I think any color you put on it would look really good. I really like this one in particular. I think this color goes really well with it. But at the same time, pretty much any color but maybe orange and yellow. I really like this concept because of the different ways that they showed that it's Dragon type, from the bat-like wings to the long thick tail that makes it look really Dragon type, the little spikes they put on the legs, the ears look really cool. Again, it sort of reminds me of a Jolteon-ish feel because Jolteon's ears have little points coming off of it. This one's eyes are also really pretty, and I like the mouth a lot. It makes it look like it has fangs. It also has what appears to be 2 little bitty stubby horns on top of its head, but it's just everything about this one I really like a lot. It's a really cool concept. I know I've said a really cool concept, really cool Eeveelution, but this one really, really embodies Eeveelutions being a Dragon type, and I just really like this, and I would really love to see this one be a real Eeveelution. Alright guys, this is my last picture of possible Eeveelutions. This one is another Dragon type. I really like it a lot because of, again, the color scheme is really cool. I think I would probably make the slight bluish green be a darker blue. I think that would be a lot cooler, like whatever it's breathing out in that bottom picture on the left. But anyway, I still really like it as a concept for an Eeveelution Dragon type. I really like the eyes. I just think Eevees look really cool with red eyes. A little bit scary, but still really cool with those. I really like the fact that it's mostly white, so they don't go overboard with tons of different colors. There's just something about this one. It reminds me of something from my past. I can't really tell what it is yet. I'll let you guys know in the comments what I remember. But there's something about the color scheme and the thing that goes down its back that just is really reminiscent of something else. I just can't think of what that is right now. And again, an amazing drawing, just like all the other ones on this list. Really cool concept for an Eeveelution. Thanks guys for watching, and have an awesome day.